What's up, guys? Yeah, I know it's not a GoPro video. Yeah, so this is the GoPro I use for all my videos. GoPro 3 Plus. I love it. So today I'll be doing a video on basically telling y'all how to pretty much earn your motorcycle license. This is the slip they gave you. My ID card hasn't came in yet for the motorcycle. But yeah, you could take your road test for your motorcycle when you're 17, or I think you could take it at 16. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Just look it up. But so I'll give you a rundown. This is New York State, Boston Spa, New York. I recommend you guys try that. It's like a 10-minute test, but it's not really what you think of what people post on YouTube. I didn't feel like recording it because it wasn't. I just didn't want to. Basically, when I got there, it was about going for 10, and my road test was at 10. So there's a huge line, like always. So I just sat there and waited. But what I did is I put my bike on an off road, which I will have a GoPro video coming out shortly, and yeah. So basically, what I did, I waited in line, and what you have to do is have a parent sit in a truck or car, whatever you prefer, behind you, because that's what the test requires in New York State, Boston Spa area, and possibly Troy. So what we did, we got to the thing. Guy comes up to you. You give him your permit for your motorcycle. They will ask you for your license for a car. It's fine. You can still take it without the car license. You're perfectly fine. You hand it to them, and they don't ask for an insurance card or the registration. They don't ask for that. So what they do is they tell you a single thing. They ask you if you know the area, and I'm like, okay, no, not really. So what they did basically, yes, I did, and so basically, he tells me three things. You can either look at the directionals in your mirrors. You have to make sure your mirrors are pointed behind the car or the truck, and you have to see you have to be visual on which way you're going. Okay, so they tell you three things about the horns that you gotta keep in mind, so make sure you write this all down. So what they do is they basically tell you, so for your left side, this is your left side, the hand I'm holding up now, where I'm sitting, this is my right hand. So for one horn, it's a left, so you go this way. 2 beeps of the horn, you go right. 3 beeps, you stop. So make sure you ask him and repeat that to him. And if he says yes, you're all good to go. So what I did is I took off. I didn't know if I was supposed to go or not. So I went on my way. So you gotta make sure, stop for stop signs. Make sure you don't run a red light. If it's yellow, don't do it. I recommend don't do it. I passed my first try, no points taken off. And so, yeah. So basically, they bring you there. I took a right. So I heard the horns, so we were going right. The 2-horn one. And so we went there. We stopped at another intersection where so I waited for a couple cars to go by. I took a turn. And keep in mind, I forgot to remind you guys this, but when you take off from where you start, make sure you turn that direction on and look. Like, don't look in your mirrors because that's not going to help you. You turn and your blind spot and to make sure you're properly going out and putting the direction on. They will fail you automatically, trust me. I saw a kid do that, and the kid fell in a car. He almost got in an accident. I was right there when it almost happened. So, back to my story. We went to, we took a left. We were supposed to go to school and do the circles, and I'll tell you that. So, they bring you into a spot where you parallel park your car. I gotta get my license for that, hopefully soon. But anyways, we went in that, and I heard the three horns, so I forgot to stop. So while I saw them were parking, I tried and parked myself. The guy comes up to me, and he's like, "Yeah, you passed this." I'm like, "Yeah, I apologize. Make sure you be respectful about it. Don't be a dick about it. Trust me, trust me." So anyways, we did that, and he told me, he's like, "Go back to where the truck is," and then my dad had his truck behind me. And he sat there to make sure traffic wasn't coming, because where we parked was the traffic area. Now, before the test, you should practice about 4 or 5 right circles, not repeatedly, without you putting your foot down, and 5 left circles. And practice that all the fucking time without putting your foot down or nothing. And 5 figure eights. But practice that, and then the test it's like 2. So I did that. I was like, "Can I do it?" I was like, "Are we allowed to do it repeatedly?" He's like, "That's fine with me. Just go ahead." So I did that, and he was impressed. He was like, "Yeah, good job." I was like, "Okay." So we kept going, and he's like, "We'll take a left, right, left to go back to where we were." I was like, "Okay." And that was the end of the test. So make sure to keep that in mind. So, remember the key points. No foot down when you do the circles in the figure eights. Don't put your foot down, or you would fuck up your test. And I did a perfectly good score, but hope you guys like this video, and I'll keep you updated.